Hey everybody, Nate Lynn here. Thanks for joining us. I brought back Marvin Baker. He was recently on the YouTube channel and on the Buy Sell Summit earlier this year, and had a number of people asking about his 13-point checklist. So I thought what we would do is dive into it. So we've got a list of Marvin's buy-side due diligence checklist. Marvin has been in M&A for many, many years. Marvin, why don't you give us just a really quick recap for those that may have missed those other videos. Share just a quick background about yourself, and then let's dive into your 13-point checklist for evaluating businesses.
Yeah, I am fundamentally an entrepreneur. Grew up in an entrepreneurial family. Went to college to get out of the restaurant business, really, and got out of college and got back in the restaurant business and bought and sold a number of restaurants over the years, a number of years back. And then from there, I got into just broader general consulting. I was a partner in a couple of different CPA firms, and been doing a wide range of business consulting for really the better part of 20 years, Nate. And a lot of that has been focused, particularly in the last 5 years, on e-commerce in particularly, but really my background is due diligence for all types of businesses, and the principles around it are fairly similar, but obviously the unique elements of a lot of e-commerce companies come into play differently. So that's sort of a very broad suite. I've done literally I was an owner of a very large brokerage firm a number of years back, and have involved in a variety of transactions, several hundred transactions directly, both from SBA lending to venture capital participation and so forth. And really was in the buy-side due diligence almost exclusively for a number of years. And then out of that, a lot of the people that struggle with due diligence sometimes came back around and said, gee, really, if you could help me prepare my business going into due diligence, sometimes that's the better bang for the buck, because, it's sort of like, I use the analogy of, getting your house inspected before you sell it. You're better off dealing with the issues on the front end than you are having them, come up in due diligence. So that's sort of the broad perspective of where I come from. I'm a deal guy in the sense that I approach due diligence from the point of view of trying to make it a valuable process for everybody involved. And if we find problems, which are most of the time, then our objective is to look at what the alternative solutions are. So we don't just raise an issue and kind of create a stop point. We really try to say, hey, this is an issue and we can do this, this, or this. So that's more philosophically where I come from, whether that's on the buy side or the sell side, is trying to, be thorough in identifying issues and then finding creative ways, if necessary, to kind of overcome them where we can.
Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications about new videos and interviews. And introduce yourself in the comments. Are you a buyer or a seller?